Hi students, welcome back. Today I decided I would work further on that portrait that I started for you guys in the last video. And I had a lot of Conte crayon down, and I'd been doing a lot of erasing and putting down of Conte crayon. And at this point I decided to just get water, this is just water, that I am using to push around the Conte and the little bit of color pastel that I had on there, just to start to pull out the major planes. So you can see right here how much the color gets dragged and darkened and dulled too. And for me, after a while, the buildup of pastel becomes very thick, and it's pastel and Conte on a gessoed surface can be hard to move around. And once you start to wet it, it's just another way of mixing it. When it dries lighter than it looks when it's wet. But for me, it helps me kind of to establish the shadow areas, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm hitting all the dark areas to kind of set them in place. they they will move. I could still erase them a little bit to a certain degree, but I'm kind of just setting those dark areas, trying to figure out where the light and shadow are. So the side of the head, there's a little bit of blue that you can see on the side of the face, and that's some light coming in from the other direction, from the open door and window that is over on the other side. So that blue that I put down is a very dull light blue. So I thought I'd have a side where the light was warm, which is on the right hand side, because there's a light right next to me and it's very warm. And then there's a cooler light to the other side. And there's a coarse shadow under my cheek right there where I'm just messing. I start to lose that grayish blue, but I'll gain it back later. I can always draw over it, and I can draw in it while it's wet as well, into the wet areas. But it's just another type of mark. I really enjoy working with wet and dry media.